Welcome back to my channel. My name's Rebecca. I'm 29 and I live in Newcastle, and you are reporting for Beauty Duty. Firstly, I have to apologise for being away for such a long time. I will get into that a little bit. So I'm just going to do a little chit chat. You get ready with me and talk about where I've been. I will ask that you please look at the trigger warnings. I'm going to flash them up on screen somehow. I just thought it'd be good to add those in. So I'm just going to get the big thing sort of out the way. Well, not out the way, but before I start putting on makeup, my eyes are primed and I have my brows partially done. My mother-in-law passed away, my fiance's mother. Unfortunately, it was quite sudden. So that has been an adjustment. Grieving for myself, grieving for Andrew, and trying to take care of Andrew, and and things like that come with this. As people will know if they've gone through grief themselves, that very much comes in waves even. So I've kind of thrown myself a bit back into work and things like that, and I'm looking to try and do things that I enjoy again, like filming. I've been posting to Instagram again and things like that. It's been a really difficult time, and before that as well. I'll get into the putting some makeup on now that I've talked about that. I'm going to use the ABH Norvina 5 palette, which was very kindly gifted to me by my lovely friend and Patreon Brianna. And that's what she looks like inside. So anyone that has been watching me or knows me knows that I really love purple. I'm just going to have a quick swig of tea. I'm not going to do anything too complicated. I thought I'd do sort of smoky eye. It was requested that I recreate a look that I did for Instagram the other day. And that takes quite a while, that kind of look. So I will do it, but while I'm chatting, it's probably not the best look to do while I'm conversing. So I've got some new brushes as well, and I know people say, should I try new brushes before they use them? Yeah, we live life dangerously here. Just got some new Jessup brushes. Because I was feeling like I was lacking a bit when I was doing my eyeshadow, to get good eyeshadow brushes. I'm just going to tilt my mirror here. I find it so hard to hold a mirror up while I'm doing makeup. I don't know. I really wish I could, because it would make my life much easier. And I'm just getting a piece of tissue. I'm going to wipe my mirror down. I don't know. I really wish I could, but it's not that easy, Right, I've had to give that mirror a really good clean there. Okay, so let me get into this a bit. I might not hold up the palette every time I change shades. Sorry. So I'm gonna go into like the darkest purple, which is called E5. So you can look it up if you want to. I'm just gonna make sure that's a little patted out. Yeah, so that's the big news. So that's been quite the adjustment. I was very close to my mother-in-law. I know Andrew and I aren't married quite yet, but to me she was still, very much my mother-in-law. I'm 29 now. I've been with Andrew since I was 23, and I've been introduced to the family since quite early on in our relationship. So we were very close. Andrew was very close. So it's been quite hard, as you can imagine. And prior to that happening, I was very unwell, to the point where I was actually in hospital. Sorry, there's going to be lots of emming. It's been such a long time since I've filmed. I still hasn't quite been worked out what the matter is. Again, trigger warning. So I put at the beginning, I have dramatically been losing quite a bit of weight, and unusually so. I'm quite a large plus size woman. I'm tall, so it can be quite obvious when I lose huge amount of weight and had some deficiencies when I took blood and had blood taken, and I've had some quite serious stomach problems and issues with some pretty serious chronic fatigue as well. So that's been quite major. I was actually off work for 3 weeks whilst that was going on. So yeah, I think I did film and upload whilst I was ill, and although I am mostly feeling better, I'm still not 100%. So it's still an ongoing thing, still hospital appointments, still getting tested, still blood tests, still tests, and stuff like that. For me, I've been quite unwell since maybe, I don't know if it's like end of last year, but really came to a head in around February of this year, where I was having really major spells of dizziness, even fainted a couple of times and stuff like that. So one thing that I have a problem with as a plus size woman is I often feel very gaslighted by medical professionals. Not everything is about our weight. Age is also a factor. I also work quite a physically strenuous job. I am pretty fit. I normally run rings around that place. So to have such a decline in energy levels and just not be feeling better was really a struggle for me. And as you can probably imagine, it's taken quite the toll on my mental health. This was a Jessup Lux Smoky Shader 234. Yeah, so took quite the toll on my mental health to not be physically able to do things and just generally feeling more exhausted than I've ever really felt in my life. But I am feeling much better. I'm back to work full time. And just sort of trying the best that I can. So you will have to bear with me. So I will try my best to put out 1-2 videos a week, but I can't make any promises. And I have to be honest, during this time away from YouTube, because I am struggling to make my channel grow, and it's not about that for me, it is about the hobby. It is my hobby and things like that, but it is disheartening when you have low views. It is disheartening when your channel's not growing. I did think, should I just let my channel die? So that did cross my mind. Do I just stop the YouTube, keep the videos up so people have them and enjoy it if they want to look anything up that I've done? And it did cross my mind. I did really think, why are you doing this? The enjoyment that I get out of filming and trying to teach things, talk about things, learn new things for myself, try new things, and the passion I have for makeup makes it worth it. So it negates the fact that I really don't enjoy, not that I don't hate it, but when it's a really long video, sometimes it can be a little bit exhausting to then have to spend a couple of hours editing, because an hour-long video can be then 2 hours worth of editing, if that makes sense. And if my YouTuber friends will probably know, and I know some of them that love the editing process, that really, really enjoy it. This is a Jessup 227 Lux Softer Definer. And I just am not one of those people. I really wish I was. Yeah, but then I thought, no, you've worked hard, you've gotten to the point that you are at. People clearly do want to watch you. And I have a really lovely supportive Patreon, really lovely supportive friends. And I have to say the biggest thank you, and I'm going to try not to get emotional, to my friends both in and out of the makeup community that I'm part of, for their support during what has been literally hell. It's been really overwhelming in the best way. From both me and Andrew are so grateful for the flowers, for the snacks, for the Just Eat gift card, for the presents I got, I got as well. I can't tell you how much I appreciate it, and yeah, and I just love you guys so much. And to my friends again, my work colleagues, my bridesmaids, everything like that, my family, you've been amazing. I can't tell you how much I have appreciated the support that I have received over the past couple of months. Right, that's probably enough of the sort of very doom and gloom sort of stuff. I know that I didn't want to make it just a sort of quite serious video. It is a serious video, but you know what I mean. Due to the most recent announcements, one other major news is it looks like our wedding will go ahead this year as planned. So we always knew our wedding would go ahead, but it was the as planned part. And that was quite important to me. I have had my wedding planned. It was meant to be on the 18th of April last year. And so we are getting married in September of this year. So it's been an excellent distraction for me and Andrew to really throw ourselves back into wedding planning. So the venue was already done. We've got all of our vendors booked and everything like that. It's just been like details now. The like fun part, I guess, but very stressful part actually. That comes with wedding planning is, you know, you've paid all this money and you want things to be beautiful. So it's just getting those little details right. I'm going next into C3, which is right in the centre, which is very, I'll show you it, very true, oh, don't look at my disgusting desk, true purple shade. Yeah, so that's very exciting and very much gives Andrew and I something to look forward to. Some of these I'm answering questions, but I'm sort of just answering them conversationally and speaking about them generally. Yeah, so I'm super excited. I'm not going to vlog the wedding. I want to be sort of very much in the moment. I'll do like a chatty get ready with me after the wedding, and maybe I will get some like maybe videos of myself in my dress and some of the getting ready process and stuff like that. But yeah, I don't plan on vlogging the wedding. I feel like it's very much like more of a private thing for Andrew and I, you know, and our families. Of course, I'll have pictures over on my Instagram and stuff like that. But yeah, I'm not doing my own makeup on my wedding day. I want to sit back, relax. I have a great makeup artist booked. And yeah, to be honest, I just can't be bothered. And although I love makeup and obviously I know how to beat my own face, I love the process of someone else doing it for me. And I'm not I'm not a princess about it where I figure like no one else can do it like I can. You know, everything has to be absolutely perfect sort of thing. I'm not that bride. I really am not that bride. Up until, I think it was Tuesday, I had a quite stressed, poor Andrew came home to quite a stressed me because it suddenly hit me like, fuck me, I'm actually getting married. Better get on that. So yeah, it's been something good to sort of concentrate on and start really getting stuck in again. Oh yeah, thank you very much for that question. Most exciting, like favourite palette of the year, I think I was asked. To be decided, I think. I haven't played with enough things more than once. I really love my Cash Beauty palette that I have. Is she anywhere close? Yeah, I really love my Cash Beauty palette that I've got for neutrals. I've really been enjoying that. I've really enjoyed, although I've had this since 2020, I really love my Natasha Denona gold palette. I use it all the time, you know, when I'm doing neutral looks and stuff. So really enjoy that. Yeah, so to be decided. Exciting releases that I got asked as well. I'm excited for the Michaela palette and Glamlight palette. So I've got that coming from America. Me and one of my lovely work girlies, my Izzy Wiz, went splitsies on the delivery for that. So I'm really excited for that to come up. I will probably not be getting many new releases. I simply cannot afford it. I normally would be able to buy maybe a couple a month or you know, something like that. But with the wedding coming up and a lot of things that I now need to pay for myself, like hairdresser, makeup artist, you know, just a few things. I really need to not be selfish with how I'm spending my money, make sure I'm pulling my weight with the wedding plans financially as well. So there will be less, you know, spending money on makeup and really loving what I've got. I've got some beautiful new palettes recently that I need to play with and, you know, enjoy. I'm just blending this out with a Morphe R40. Yeah, I've got some lovely things that I want to play with and stuff like that. So yeah, I think I'm going to do some more like tutorial type things than just constant sort of new releases. I think as a creator, that's one of the things that we can get into, is thinking that everything we do has to be new. And for sure I'm not the most talented person out there, but I think I can give good advice on how to do things. So I think I'm going to concentrate a little bit more on that. I want to, yeah, you know, some oily girl tricks and tips. I even want to do some, even though I'm not doing my own makeup, I want to do some bridal tutorials because I know a lot of girls out there do choose to do their own makeup. Yeah, some nice quick and easy bridal tutorials. I'm very into the quick glam, so do some quick glam things. I have some things filmed actually that I need to get up. A Torrid clothing haul, courtesy of the amazing Brianna again. Love her. Yeah, so I need to get on some editing of stuff that I have filmed. I had that filmed whilst I was off sick, so it's been filmed for a long time. I'm so sorry, Brianna. I just need to get around to editing it. Is it edited? No, it's partially edited. And then I'm going to take the more pastel-y, lilac-y shade just there. Yeah, so there are things coming. That I want to do. But yeah, I'm really excited by that was a really long-winded way of saying I'm excited by a lot of new releases. I really love the look of Cash Beauty's new palette. I wasn't sure at first, but then I realised actually I can do quite a lot with that. But as I said, it's a little bit more than I'm willing to pay at the moment. If it maybe been like 30 quid, totally would have got it, but it's not cheap, so it's not something that I can quite stretch to at the moment, unfortunately, but it is what it is. I'm really excited by the two Nabla Cutie palettes. Now, I could buy one of those. I'm interested in the bluey sort of blurple one. It looks beautiful. I love Nabla as a brand. So potentially that'll be my treat when I next get paid. The thing is I don't just buy for YouTube and stuff like that, but as a YouTube creator, I do feel like I have to be sensible when I'm purchasing things. And think about whether or not I'm going to have time to get a video up on it and things like that. I tend not to purchase old releases unless it's something that's very still very relevant, or it's going to be an absolute staple in my collection. that's one of the reasons why I tend not to purchase from America. There is a lot of indie brand things in America. I would love the Indie Beats cosmetics, like 90s Baby or something like that. I would love like some Adept cosmetics, or what they're called, makeup. They're beautiful. I'm dying to try Give Me Glow, but I'm very impatient, and often by the time things come, although I'd love it in my collection, it sometimes can just feel that a little bit irrelevant. And although I say don't purchase just for YouTube, I also have to consider I wear makeup every day. And it's important that a lot of the things that I can buy can be easily purchased in the UK. And it's also better that what I buy can be easily purchased in Boots. Yeah, because that's where I work. I mean, it doesn't necessarily matter. There must have been a shimmer on that brush. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's from the last time I used this palette, but it looks quite cute. It's accidental. But yeah, I'm just going to go back in with my original shade, make sure that's packed on. Yeah, so I'm trying to be a little bit more sensible when I purchase. Yeah, but I can't say if there wasn't a massive release that I wouldn't, you know, treat myself to a couple of things. Yeah, so that's my sort of interesting releases. I got asked another question. What has been my sort of greatest surprise of the year, or most pleasant experience of the year? One of the most greatest like surprises and pleasant experiences of the year is that I can get married. Is that I can have my wedding. Definitely. You know, I'm so excited now, and I know that people may disapprove. But after the year that I've already had, and we're only in July, please excuse me if I just want to get married, have the wedding of my dreams that I've been planning for nearly 2 years. So yeah, and pleasant experience of the year. I've had a lot. I've been socializing a bit recently, mostly with colleagues, and that's been really good for me. I can be quite awkward and insular, therefore me sort of branching out and spending time with not new people because I work with them, but new people outside of work, new people socially, can be quite a big deal for me. So that has been like great. So good for me. So good for me. I can't tell you. Yeah, and I just literally have the best colleagues ever. I love them so much. I have the best colleagues ever. They have been so amazing to me. So yeah, I'm going to try out the white shade. I'm just trying to find, I'm pretty sure this is stained and, yeah, it's stained, not dirty. Yeah, I have the best colleagues. They've been so supportive, the most amazing friends. You know, I went back to work quite quickly after my mother-in-law passed away. Not full-time hours, dropped hours at the time. And I probably wouldn't have gone back to any other workplace, if I'm honest, because I just wouldn't have felt like supported. And I have felt very supported by my colleagues and, to be fair, my managers as well. It's made the biggest difference to me to feel comfortable enough to come back to work. Yeah. And even when I was ill, because you always have in the back of your mind of, oh God, they're supportive on the phone, but are they mad that you're sick? But you know, there's sickness, then there's sickness, and I was sick. So yeah, just using the white shade, it is great just to get that sort of real nice blend. That is, are we looking? Oh, we look good in that mirror. There's a smoky eye. Smoky eye. I think I've done enough with that. I want to add like a bit of shimmer up the middle, but I don't want to add too much lightness. Oh, fuck me and call me Sally. That is nice. Let's just... Right, I'm gonna cover that. I swear I've got a good reason for covering it. Okay, I'm gonna go in with D3, which is a sort of black colour with black purple with a black base even. I'm just gonna pop that on with my finger. I'm going to take that E3, which was that beautiful one there, and I'm going to just pat. Oh, I've done more than that than what I wanted. I wanted that to be a little bit more subtle, but it is what it is. Which is going to go over that a bit because I still wanted it to be really smoky. Let's tap back into the first shade that I used with this fluffy brush. I'm just going to make sure I've still got as much depth as possible. I wanted to do a really smoky eye. Just going to take some of that off under eye. Let's do some foundation. So I have a new foundation, which is the new Clinique Even Better Clinical Foundation. I don't think this is quite the right shade, but we'll try it. So this is the skin perfecting coverage of a foundation with the transforming power of a serum, visibly restores skin instantly and over time with good for skin ingredients like vitamin C, salicylic acid, hyaluronic acid, but also provides sun protection, weightless buildable coverage, second skin satin finish. So I definitely have started to prefer more of a natural finish on my makeup. So more of a... 2 seconds. More of a satin matte. More of a satin or a natural finish. Yeah, sure, I like my matte for when it lasts all day. Nothing looks matte on me, to be fair, if I'm wearing it all day either, because I am super oily. So yeah, do I have any primer around, actually? Let's use a bit of you. My skin is not at its best at the moment, for obvious reasons. I've had a little bit... I've done a couple of silly things with my skin. Recently, so yeah. I'm trying to think out if there's a mark on my wall or a mark on my camera, and there's a mark on my camera. Yeah, a couple of these little silly things. So I'm gonna just go with like skincare that's tried and true now. So I'm taking my Molly O'Brien MO13 foundation brush. I'm just gonna, so this is in the shade Cream Chamois. So I think it's a little fair for me, but I do love to bronze and contour, so we'll see. So I will love my cream bronzing. Let's get you all over my face. Maybe I like it better with a sponge, actually. I rarely use a sponge now as well. I definitely prefer a foundation brush these days. Yes, I might prefer this with a sponge. Some foundations you gotta use a sponge, man. Some foundations, gotta use a brush. Some just like might look super pale on camera. It's actually pretty spot on, true to tone for me. I am neutral leaning, like slightly pink, so it depends day to day. I've scrubbed off. I had like done a developing sort of moisturizer tan thing, and I did scrub that off the other day, so I am feeling a bit pale again. This definitely wouldn't work if I had my line, because I take it up to my neckline, to my jawline even. My skin is, this is not the best time to be trying a new foundation while my skin is disgusting. Oh, this is what it looks like. It's really cute, and it's a pump. Oh, fucking hell. It's got some on my finger by mistake. Let's pat you in. Pat. Pat. It's definitely lightweight, which I like out of a foundation. Don't get me wrong, I like my Huda and double wear as much as the next person. I really do. But not that I look old. I just feel like sometimes it can feel like that's really sitting. But I want my makeup to last all day. I was in makeup for 17.5 hours last Saturday. I won't tell you what I was up to. And my Huda foundation still looked pretty good when I got home at 5:25 in the morning. Yeah. So it's actually covered quite well. I've still got some on the back of my hand, so I'm just gonna keep using it. I know a lot of people don't. I like skincare benefits in a foundation. Definitely. I would take skincare in a foundation over fragrance and stuff like that any day of the week. Now, I am looking very pory recently. I don't think this makes it any worse, but it doesn't hide them either, which is fine. Skin has pores, skin has texture. I am spotty. I have like really sore under the skin ones at the moment, which are just not my fave. Not my fave. So I'm just gonna. I don't know why I'm still blending, if I'm honest with you. Okay, so let's leave that as that. The finish on it's really nice, really natural skin-like finish. As I said, feels really light on the skin, and I've put quite a lot of it on as well. So far so good. I will have to see how it wears. Definitely not with a brush. I did not like it when I put it on with a brush at all. I have a new bronzer, but I don't know what I've done with it. I really wanted to try out. Oh, it's literally right in front of me. So I have the new shade of the Chanel Le Beige bronzer. So this just came in the shade Caramel. So I have to speak on the shade ranges here. Their shade range is not good. Bringing out a second one when this has been out for years is not good enough. I'm not going to be a hypocrite here. It is definitely a problem with these luxury brands. I 100% agree with that. And actually, maybe I am being a bit of a hypocrite here, and I'm really sorry. It's something that I've always really wanted to try, and they didn't have a shade for me. So here we are. I'm trying it out. It's been like a dream wish list product. So sue me, you know. I apologize for, you know, being a bit of a hypocrite about it, but I was excited. I thought it could be a nice luxury product that my makeup artist maybe uses on me on the day of the wedding. I don't know. But yeah, it's something that I've always really wanted, so I'm just cleaning off the brush. Something that I've always really wanted, and in times of need and crisis, wanted a nice, fancy, bougie product. Right, I'm gonna try, I don't really know how to apply this. I'm just gonna take it on a brush, and I'm just gonna, oh god, my brush is still a bit damp. I was cleaning it off. But yeah, I'm sorry, I'm really excited to own this in my life. I bought it for Missa for her birthday in the lighter shade, and it looked really nice. I have a lot of cream bronzers that I love, so you know, this will get tested. Buff, buff, buff. Just making sure I haven't lifted my foundation. That would not be ideal. You know what, I might use a sponge to blend this in. This foundation does not like a brush anywhere near it, I can tell you that much. For nothing. So it is quite a natural look, definitely. And I don't mind that in my cream bronzer at all. And I think it's good for me to have a variety. I've just added some more to my sponge. Yeah, it's definitely good for me to have a variety in my collection of different trust the process, of different ways that things perform and different, I don't know what I'm trying to say, varied of different formulas is what I'm trying to say. So we are bronzed. Trust the process. Everyone trust the process. Trust the process. Take a bit of my Radiant concealer from Estee Lauder. I love this concealer. I really enjoy this concealer so much. We're just bougie. I'm sorry. I would like to maybe showcase more affordable brands on my YouTube a bit more. I definitely am a indie brand and luxury brand girl. Don't get me wrong, I have some bits and bobs from affordable brands I absolutely love, but you know, makeup is a luxury for me, so I like it to be luxury. I don't know if that makes sense. And I am a premium beauty consultant as well. So I'm around premium makeup all friggin' day. So yeah. Just gonna add in a little bit of my cream contour as well. Probably should not have done my concealer first, but I just wanna, that thing is massive. Okay, let's do my under eye. And more highlight. I definitely want a bit more here as well. I sort of do a hybrid of the new to being stylish way of doing concealer and, you know, the big triangle chunks. Listen, I like what I like. I haven't gone mad and bought loads of stuff. I have been, oh God, it's hard to explain, but a lot of what I'm using is free. Was free. So yeah. I am under no obligation to talk nicely about it, but yeah. and it wasn't PR, because why would I get this? Why would I be given PR from these brands? There's another thing as well, is like, PR is great. I'm on TGH Lashes PR list. They are my favourite lash brands ever. They are a lovely brand. I really love TGH Lashes. I can't rave about them enough, to be honest with you. And yeah, so that's the other thing when you're creating, is you've got to remember that these bigger creators, influencers, whatever, in comparison to us much smaller ones, I'm a nano mini small, they get PR, which obviously enables them to review things first, be able to, you know, sort of afford and not afford to review things, and stuff like that, which is great, and they deserve it. I really do think that, you know, these bigger people that have spent years building up their following and who really sell things for the brands as well, do deserve it. I also think that smaller but bigger than me, to be fair, don't feel like I'm entitled to anything, to be honest, definitely deserve it also. You know, people that are less than 10k. For example, if my friend Becky says to me, this is the best fucking eyeshadow palette I've ever used, I'm going to buy it. Rebecca, you would love these eyelashes. Off I go. I'm going to go buy it. Just as an example. Right. So that's that. I'm going to try my Chanel bronzer again with a fluffy brush. I've heard that you can use it with a normal brush as well, so I'm just going to... Smells bougie. I definitely need to play with it a bit more. I might not be, I don't think I was using the right brushes and techniques, so I need to play with it a bit more and see how I sort of get on with it. But it definitely works with a fluffy brush also, so it can be used like as a normal bronzer does. I put the brush down because I'm also going to use a second bronzer. That looks nice. I think I like it better once my base is dry. Like this. Do I still look pasty on camera? I mean, I don't look pasty in person, that's for sure. I think my makeup is so trust the process a lot of the time that people must be watching me like, what is she doing? She lost her marbles? Yes. I'm hanging on to my remaining marble. I'm hanging on to my last bit of inner peace. The past couple of years, 18 months, has been trying. And so I'm doing the best that I can to keep a hold of my marbles. I'm going to use the new Glowish by Huda Beauty in Tan Light Soft Radiance Bronzer on top. Just literally taking the same brush. And I already know I've used too much. Oh, shit. I almost bought the darker shade of this, and that would have been a mistake. I don't know if this is grabbing. I used it for work today, and it's beautiful. My face was really set. That's better once I blend it out. Trust the process. And I'm going to take my little KBD mini thingy, Shade and Light mini. I'm just going to take my trusty contour brush. I know so many people that love this brush and use it for completely different things. I like it to contour with because I have a big face that needs a lot of contour. I bet I look nuts on camera, you know. I don't know, I've got a feeling. I can't always tell that well when the light's beaming out in my face. And I'll be looking at the footage afterwards and be like, you look terrible. I'm just gonna... I don't think I mentioned that I set my under eye and T-zone with Fenty Beauty powder. It's my absolute favourite. Do not sleep on it. It's nicer than Huda. I like the Huda, and I think you have a favourite out of the two, you know what I mean? Like, you've got your die-hard Huda powder fans, and they always like both, but you never like both equally, I think. Let me sat here again. That sweaty looking moustaches. Never look. I need to set a bit better around my mouth as well. I'm just gonna let that sit for a bit. Let's do some blush. I'm just gonna take my normal Bare Minerals Blade Buff. Look at this, that's a big dent. I have some products with pan in. Do you guys want to see a product pan? I want to try and use up a foundation as well. I have actually used a whole foundation this year, which is very unlike me because I really swap and change between my foundation and foundation preferences. So when I wasn't like doing YouTube or doing much, I used to go through the one foundation. If I liked it, I'd rebuy it, or I'd just move on to a complete next one. And then as my collection grew and I tried different foundations, I really, you know, found what I liked and didn't like and what sort of worked for me over time. So yeah, I'm gonna take my Dior Backstage little highlighting palette. It was a birthday gift. Well, I got, yeah, it was a birthday gift. Technically, I used my birthday money to buy it. Ooh, I just thought of another new release that I'm super excited by. I really like one of the new Colourpop palettes. It's like a tropical something. I don't know. It's got like the teals and the greens, and does it have a red and awesome? Oh, that's nice. That looks good. That is right up Rebecca's street. I don't know what my plumping gloss thing is, and I can't be bothered to spend ages looking for it. I have a new lip liner as well. Actually, I'm going to put my mascara on so it can set down a bit before I put lashes on. And yeah, I'm going a bit differently. I normally do, I'm going to go off and do my lashes and I'll come back and do the lip. But I'm feeling that I'm going to do my lip and then go off and put my fake eyelashes on, then come back. Oh, and the new Huda Nymph stuff. That looks good. I can't wait till we have that in store so I can have a look at that. Yeah, I'm really excited for that. I like anything glowy. Yeah, I really like anything glowy. Okay. I used eyeliner remover to remove that stuff from my lip, and I feel like it was a mistake. So I'm going to go with a dark dramatic lip, because why the fuck not? I've got a KVD Everlasting lip liner in Crucifix I'm going to try. It's brown. Yeah, so I'm going to overline my lips a bit. That is creamy. I could spend ages doing my lips. Like, I find it so satisfying. Could leave it like that and be super 90s. How you doing? Okay, that is definitely quite budge proof. I'm trying to like blend it. And so it's definitely a more budge proof formula. I'm not mad. Let me find, I'm gonna just put a slightly paler lipstick on in the center. Oh look, let's lose something affordable. No, that is not the right shade. Actually, yeah, that's fine. So this is a Revolution lipstick in the shade Rumba. Trust the process. And I've got one of the new Bare Minerals Mineralist lip gloss balms in the shade Adventure. That I can't open. No, really. That was really hard to open. That is so nice. We have a very 90s lip happening. And your girl ain't mad. We are repping the 90s right here. Born in 92. Yeah. What was that? I'm actually embarrassing myself here. So I come to that time where I'm going to pop off. Go back into focus, please. Pop off, whack some lashes on, come back and say goodbye. So I will see you shortly. I'm back with some lashes on and have done something questionable with my hair. Anyway, I hope that I have explained what's been going on the best I can. I understand that this hasn't been the cheeriest of videos. Yeah, I will get back to creating. I will get back to doing like just Instagram stuff. I want to try some TikToks. We'll see how they go. Don't forget to follow me over on Instagram. I am getting a little bit more active over there again, trying to pick things back up, both here and on there. I'll leave my name up as usual for you. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I really would still like to hit 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year. That would be really massive for me. That's like my one main goal. Yeah, it's to sort of really keep pushing forward. The biggest thank you to my Patreons for sticking by me. I really feel awful that I created my Patreon and then everything went a bit wrong in my life. But thank you so much. I love you guys. I'll leave the link to my Patreon just down below in my description box. No pressure to join or anything like that. But if you want, I've got a WhatsApp group and I'm planning on a giveaway and stuff like that. So yeah. Comment down below. I love to hear from you. I will get better at replying to comments. For some reason it gives I'm rubbish at replying to comments. So I will try to do better. I promise. But thank you very much for watching my video and I'll see you next time. Bye.